writing. If you're an entrepreneur, creator working on your book, or trying to come up with ideas and ways to get the word out about your book, this video is for you. Hi, my name is Rodney Washington, book creation coach and monetization strategist, and I help coaches, consultants, and creators take their knowledge and expertise and package into a best-selling book that builds their brand, positions them as an authority in the marketplace so they can sell more of their products and services easier with less resistance from prospective clients and customers. Now, if you've been watching the other videos in this series, I've been going over the 10 plus proven strategies to get more eyeballs and sales on your book. I did it as a longer presentation. The link, I'll put that inside the description if you'd like to take a look at it. But I'm going to take some time here to break down each individual strategy and talk about just a little bit more to give you more ideas and context and inspiration to get yourself going and getting your book out there, because people cannot buy what they do not know exists. So I'm going to move on today to idea number 2, which is create an interest post. Now, this post I like a lot because you can be, again, even in the beginning stages of developing your idea for your book. But if you have visual examples, maybe what the cover is going to look like, maybe what the inside pages are going to look like, you can create a post like this and share it on any of your social media. It doesn't matter if it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You can use a post like this. Now, what I like about an interest post is a couple of different things. One, it's visual, so that people, even if it's going to be an ebook, people still get a chance to see what the book is going to look like. Okay, that's the first thing. So that grabs attention. My first thing with social media is the images will stop the scroll. What I read next is going to determine whether or not I continue reading. Now, this particular post that one of my client students, Nefertari, did with her coloring activity book was she wrote a very conversational, very informal type of a post. So you don't have to be an expert copywriter here. You just have to write it just like you were writing to a friend. You create some content around announcing about your book. And then what you do is you invite the reader to want to get a sample from your book. Now, this will work for you if you have a visual book, like a planner, a journal, a coloring book, or that kind of thing. But it also can work if you have a recipe book, a photo book, an art related book. It can also work if you got a novel type of a book. If you've got some cover art, even if it's just the beginning stages of this, you're getting your idea developed, you can still use this strategy. Now, what you're seeing here in this video is a template that I will tell you in a moment how to get access to. I'll show you how to get access to it. That is what I like to call an open face magazine layout look. So it has the feeling of a page flip. You can see the cover of the book. You can also see what the inside pages look like. So again, if you've got anything that's more on the visual side, this kind of template will work really great for you. Now, what we also did, because her artwork is primarily black and white with a little gold and some red, we added some elements up here inside of Canva using the pencils to even pull the reader's eye in even more, so that, again, they'll stop scrolling in the feed. And then we also put an announcement here to let them know that they could get 3 free pages from her book. Again, this could be applicable to you whether you're writing a fiction book. There's all kinds of ways to be able to do this. I just wanted to illustrate to you what's possible for you. Now, the next thing I like about it and why I call it an interest post is, like all social media platforms, the social media platform of choice, whichever one we're using, the number one thing that they want is engagement. They want to see people responding to what we post, and they want to see us responding back to them. So the instruction that I give all of my students is something like this: to get 3 or 2 or whatever it is, but to get some free pages from your book, type a single word in the comments. In this case, we instructed to do the word me in the comments. Then what happens is the author responds back to the me comments with, thank you so much for reaching out, responding. Check your DMs. I've sent you the link. Now, this is an important point I want to make here with this kind of post. You don't want to put the link to where they can go download the pages in the comments, because let's say you get ideally, let's say 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 people commenting, which can happen. But if you're responding with the actual URL where they can go get those free pages, that's going to trigger a warning with inside of a platform like Facebook, for an example, and they could actually block you from being able to respond to those posts anymore. So what you want to do is have people just respond with a word like me or please or yes or whatever the case may be. You respond back, letting them know to go check their DMs, because what you're going to give them the link to go get it. So it's important that it becomes a conversation. It's a stackable conversation that keeps happening between you and the person that says they want the free pages. All righty. Then what you do is you DM them the link to where they can go and get those pages. Okay. Now, to maximize this, I can't encourage you highly enough. Don't just give the person that asked to get the free pages, just don't give them a link to a PDF to go get them. Set up a landing page where the person can type in their email address and contact information and get them on your email list. And then once they're on your email list, then you can automate the process and send them the free pages from the book. This is the way that you can use interest posts to create and build your list while you're still working on the book. So I want to emphasize something here. Your book doesn't have to be done yet to be able to utilize this. If you've got something to represent what the book is going to entail, you can use this template that I'm going to show you in a moment to create a graphic like this, do what I call an interest post, and then start the conversation. Have people respond, you respond back, you set up a landing page, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that in a moment. And set up a landing page, and then people go to that page, give you their contact information, and then they're on your email list. That's the way that you can start creating interest posts. So you can change out the pages. If you've got different covers, you're not quite sure yet which one you're going to use. You could put up maybe an interest post could be 3 or 4 or 5 different cover design ideas that you're thinking about, and ask people to vote on which cover they like the most. That's an idea for an interest post. Again, you're just engaging back and forth in the comments, and then once you have everything set up to send them something for free, then you let them know about that in the DMs. Now, the mock-up that I'm going to show you here, what inside of the bestseller digital blueprint planner, I give you access to a variety of different Canva templates. The one that I used in this example here is called the 3 magazine mock-up template. So you get access to this, and you can do like just a front-facing cover. You can do an open face if you want to have the book open with 2 pages showing. You can do that. Or you can do the magazine layout, which one is the one that I have here. Now, what I did for this particular graphic was I used the open face. So I used the open face with the page curl, which you see here. And then I took the front cover design and I just layered it on top. So I can show them the cover of the book as well as the inside of the book. Now, if I don't have my cover yet, then maybe you don't use that particular setup yet. But anyway, I just wanted to show it to you and let you know that this is a very powerful way to start generating interest, i.e., the interest post in your book as you're creating it. And of course, once it's done, you can continue to do that. You can continue to get people to engage with you, give them a sample chapter, give them a couple of free pages, and then from there you can direct them to where they can go buy the book or whatever additional things that you have to offer is available. Now, again, as I mentioned a moment ago, you get all of this inside of my bestseller blueprint, 10 plus proven strategies to get more eyeballs and sales on your book. And if you decide to invest in this for a really, really affordable price, you get access to all of the ideas that I have here. And where I do include templates, you get access to those Canva templates and scripts as well. In addition, this is a digital planner. So you do get access to my 1 year calendar, which you can put in your information about your sales goals for that month. What are you marketing? What are you promoting? You also get access to a social media calendar if you're going to use social media for your marketing, gives you some ideas for that, as well as a monthly calendar for each month. But these are all undated. So no matter when you decide to invest in this, whenever you get this, you can use it any time of the year and go right into it. So you get a full calendar. But here is where it gets even better, even better. So I've created a program, which is a a series of workshops that I've done with my members in my society program. And I'm giving you access, I'm opening the vault, if you will, and I'm giving you access to some of those trainings. So I'm going to show it to you actually here on this page here. So if you decide to upgrade today and get the bestseller blueprint upgrade, you will get access. At the top here is going to be the full videos, an hour and a half plus, where I walk through this whole booklet. You're also going to get the copy of the digital planner. You're going to get that with access to the links to all the templates. You're also going to get my Profitable Pages 3-day roadmap to making your first 1K, creating and publishing coloring books, planners, and journals course. This also can be applicable to you if you are writing a nonfiction book. So you'll get complete access to the training, which is covering here day one, unleashing your inner creator. We do a really powerful exercise on uncovering your identity statement. I'll explain more about that in a moment, but that identity statement is what I recommend every author have that level of clarity about when they're out there talking about their books in the marketplace and themselves as the author creator. The monetization mastery course, mini course, craft your publish to profit plan. This one, I give you a 30-day calendar to help you to figure out what your sales goals is for the month for 30 days. And I'm going to talk a bit even more about that in a moment as well. I have even a more advanced way since I created this original program on how to do that. In addition to it, you also get access to my 36 short form video ideas calendar. If you're, I mean, guide if you're looking for ideas for reels and things you want to do promote your book. But I'm also giving you access to my Facebook Ads Kickstarter workshop for creative entrepreneurs and authors. So I give you access to that training, as well as an example of the type of ad I really like the most, which is a lead ad. I break that down in this program as well. You get access to that training. I also am giving you access to getting booked on podcast training. If you watch one of my previous videos on getting booked on podcasts, I'm going to put the link in the description. I highly recommend you check that out as well, because to me, getting booked on podcasts and speaking with podcasters for book authors is like peanut butter and chocolate. They just go well together. So if you're not thinking about podcasting, if you don't want to start a podcast, that's actually totally fine. I highly recommend you get booked on other people's podcasts. I have my own podcast as well, so I know what that means for authors to be able to have that. So you get access to that training. You also get to see a walkthrough of me researching how I help my clients research shows that they could get on. You get access to an outline for that. And so that's a two-part training. You get access to my podcast readiness checklist. And you also get access to book a one-on-one session with me. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to talk about that, then I'm going to go back to the GPT. If you decide to go ahead and invest in this program today, at the time you're listening to this, I'm going to include a 1 hour implementation strategy session. So, for an example, if you need help with customizing those graphics that you're going to use for that interest post, or any of the things that I show you inside of this whole planner, if you need help with any of the support around getting these things set up, I can support you with that in that 1 hour strategy call. The other thing I could help you do with it is I could help you look at your podcast. If you're going to approach podcasts, I could look at your pitch. I could look at your Facebook ads. I could look at your profit plan. I could look at any of that within that hour time frame that we would have together. So you're going to get that strategy call with me. Now, in the planner I showed you a moment ago, I showed you how you can write out each month what your sales plan is and what your social media plan for marketing is. But since I created this planner, I've also added a new feature called the GPT, which is here, and it's the automated 30-day promo plan GPT. When you click on this link, you'll automatically be sent to my GPT. It literally will ask you a series of questions and it will give you a 30-day promo plan automated. So you can run through this process and then go back into your planner and then fill those in if you wish. So what I've done here is I'm trying to give you a complete system where you can get your idea for your book out of your head and into your customers' hands via a variety of different methods that actually are proven to work. As I said, inside of the initial presentation that I did, I went over 10 plus ideas for being able to get your book out there, people knowing about the book and knowing about you as the author. So I can't encourage you enough to take advantage of this opportunity. At the time I'm recording this, I'm offering this for a special price of only $97. You will get this digital planner and you will get this complete training program, which is pictured here. You'll get this complete training program including all these little mini trainings, plus a 1 hour coaching call for just $97. The price on this is going to go up. It is going to go up, and I'm going to eventually price it for as much as $500, $497. But right now, because I want to get this in your hands and I want to remove as many barriers as possible, I'm making it available for a very limited time for just $97, and you get immediate access. As soon as your payment processes, you'll be sent directly to this page right here that you're looking at, where you would get access to the digital planner that I just showed you, plus access to all the training, and including where you can go and book your call with me. At the top of the web page here, you'll see these little links. If you click on that, you can go straight to the section of the web page where those courses are available. So if you want to look at day one, Unleash Your Inner Creator, it goes there. Day two, Monetization Mastery, goes there. If you want to look at Facebook ads training, it goes right to that one, part one and part two. If you want to get booked on podcasts, it goes right there to that training. Again, and you'll see these are the bonus trainings that I did. These are like 20-minute sessions. If you want to go right to the GPT, it takes you right there. And if you want to book your implementation call with me, it goes right there. Okay. And even at the bottom of this, you'll see what authors I've worked with have said about working with me. So I've got some testimonials down here at the bottom that you can take a look at if you want to get more of a feel about me and who I am and what it's like to work with me. I think I'm a pretty fun guy. So I think you'll have a good time, and we'll get you set up on the right path. So that's what I have for you today. I wanted to just remind you one more time that your audience of people who may invest in your book can only do that if they know the book exists. Us as the author creator, it is incumbent upon us to market our work, to let the world know about what we have to offer. So the strategies that I've shared with you in this guide is going to help you to do that in a variety of different ways. So again, if you have any questions for me about any of this, feel free to put them in the comments. I'll reach out to you to see if we can arrange, a conversation. But personally, I think that this is such a no-brainer. It's such a quick start way to get going. Again, I give you access to templates and training to implement all of it. And again, available for a really, really affordable price. Alrighty. So with that said, I would love to work with you. I'd love to support you with this. And I think the bestseller blueprint is going to be the way it's going to help you get that done. Alrighty. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.